Metal scholars, Sleep Token is a band shrouded in mystery, and they stand at the forefront of what we call the new trend of metal, like Bettycore, and so on and so forth. So my video is an attempt to try to show you how metal fans treat Sleep Token as not metal enough or not metal whatsoever. Why? Do they have a point? Well, the best way is for us to analyze the numbers. Just like Vessel says on Bloodsport, let's roll the numbers. Let's look into the essence of what makes Sleep Token a seminal act in today's metal scene. So how would we quantify metalness? Well, we can have a detailed analysis of Sleep Token's discography, right? And that would reveal intriguing insights into the genre blending approach. I think they try to weave metal with alternative rock, pop, EDM, like electronic influences, right? Trap beats. And when we look at the metal distribution across their discography, we can present graphs, right, that will give us an idea on how consistent they are with the releases. Take Me Back to Eden is actually the most metal album so far. And This Place Will Become Your Tomb, that's their least metal album. 2 is 7% more metal than 1. And then Sundowning is an average between the metal duration of Eden and then Tomb. It sits in the middle at 34.3%. So if you want to know the exact numbers, I'm going to share with you. So the 1 EP, that's 26.09%. 2 is 33.70%. And then we have Sundowning at 34.30%. Then This Place Will Become Your Tomb at 30.86%. And finally, Take Me Back to Eden at a whopping 37.72%. So we can go beyond the music, right? I mean, let's talk about the lore. Let's analyze the visuals. So we have visuals and theatrics, right? I mean, the theatricality of Sleep Token is undeniably metal. We have the band's performances, right? I mean, they're marked by cloaks, they have body paint, they have this dark and symbolic imagery. So let me share more math and statistics with you. Look at the graph that I'm sharing now. It shows you the standard deviation of the metal percentage for each album to see how consistent the band is with their metal, with their sound within that album per se. Okay, so let's look at Sundowning. Sundowning comes as the most consistent metal because the songs, like let's say giving you examples from like The Offering and Gods, they present this metal characteristics throughout the majority, throughout all of the parts of the song. This one, I wanted to show the correlation between song length and what I call metalness. So I have a scatter plot and it examines if there's any relationship between the length of the song and the percentage of metal within that song. And it appears that there is a correlation among songs that have a duration of 5 minutes. So if a song has a duration of 5 minutes, that usually has a evenly distributed metal content. Here's the graph of distribution of song lengths. We have a histogram that will show you how the lengths of Sleep Token songs are distributed. And you can observe that their songs typically are placed within 4 minutes and 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Then we have the distribution of metal segment lengths for the lengths of metal segments within the songs. And that reveals how metal elements are integrated in terms of duration across the various tracks, right? I mean, I've analyzed over 50 tracks, and we notice that many of the tracks have between 60 seconds to 150 seconds of metal. And that's translated to minutes. That's 1 minute to up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That makes sense since the overall percentage will be sitting at 33%, 35%. So that's a third of the time. So if you were to randomly pick a song, there's 2/3 of a chance, like 66% of chances that you will choose a non-metal part. When you think about it, I think that's one of the reasons why the metal purists, the gatekeepers, that's why they have a hard time saying that Sleep Token is metal. But here's the catch. Modern metal is about incorporating much more. Not only virtuosity, right? There's all these other aspects that I've mentioned that also come into play when you think about categorizing a band within a certain spectrum. So my conclusion is that Sleep Token exemplifies the modern musical ethos, right? I mean, where genres are not really boundaries, but they're just starting points for creative exploration. And their music has an average of 33% metalness, right? To be exact, 34.3%. So that's a third of the time. It's a blend that not only appeals to a wider audience, that's what's great about Sleep Token, right? Because it can be a great gateway band, but it also enriches the metal genre because it's pushing its boundaries. It's really defying, it's really challenging the evolution of the genre per se. And actually brings up this ongoing dialogue between the past and the present. So Sleep Token and the other bodycore acts, for example, let's say Bad Omens and Spiritbox, right? They add a lot to the conversation. So they transcend the labels. They experience this fluidity, and that's very akin to contemporary music. So what do you think? Are these evolutions from these bands, is this a sign that genres are maybe losing their distinctiveness? Maybe now we have this testament of more related to creativity, to adaptability to the modern times. And that's a response to cultural influences and to changing tastes, right, in music. Please share your views. Please write comments in the comment section. Subscribe, hit the bell button, share this video with other Sleep Token fans. Would you like me to do more of this type of video with graphs and statistics for the future? Maybe like sharing data from bands like Bad Omens and Spiritbox. Please let me know. Remember that music is what music does. And I'm signing out. Bye now.